It's safe to say James Irvine, patriarch of the family that became the Irvine Company, knew a good piece of real estate when he saw it. Mr. Irvine acquired almost 100,000 acres from the Pacific Ocean to the foothills of Orange County. The seller in that transaction at the end of the Civil War was Don Jose Sepulveda. Yes, that Sepulveda, who acquired the property in 1831, and after a series of big, bad bets on horses, was forced to sell to Irvine and his partners. 8677 Research in Irvine, California was so good it was owned by the Irvine family and later the Irvine Company for over 100 years before the city's master plan called for the development of South Orange County's economic and lifestyle engine, the Irvine Spectrum. For only the fourth time since 1864, and perhaps for the only time in the next 100 years, a family can acquire the property. The Irvine Spectrum has been Orange County's most successful, high net worth, residential, workplace, retail, and social development of the last 30 years, attracting over 17 million visitors annually, about the same as Orange County's other major attraction, Disneyland. For over 200 years, this area has been the focal point of the community. At different times, it has had a vital role in clothing soldiers, feeding the nation, protecting America against her enemies, and has birthed some of our nation's seminal works of modern entertainment: Laguna Beach, The Real Housewives of Orange County, and the film Independence Day. When Irvine acquired the property, the first thing that they did was produce wool for the uniforms of the Civil War. After the war, it became one of America's largest cattle ranches. And then the Irvine Ranch was the largest producer of lima beans, sugar beets, and citrus in the country. After Pearl Harbor, the United States Marine Corps turned the fields into an important link protecting the West Coast during World War II. After World War II, Orange County became one of the fastest growing, nicest suburban communities across the country. Modern urban planning was perfected in Irvine. William Pereira's seminal works include the Transamerica Building in San Francisco, the Control Tower at LAX, and the FBI's safest city in America, Irvine, California. The rapid development of housing coincided with the rapidly expanding interstate highway system in the 50s through 70s to create the El Toro Y, where the 405 and 5 freeways split to reach all of Orange County. This section of the 405 sees 200,000 vehicles pass the property per day. This property is not just at the corner of Main and Main, it is at the corner of commerce and lifestyle. There's perhaps no location that combines exposure and exclusivity like 8677 Research, other than the corner of Broadway and 45th Street, New York City, better known as Times Square. The Irvine Spectrum is where Fortune 500 companies, luxury retailers, and high-income earners all want to be. The best place to be in the Irvine Spectrum is where everyone can see you, and there is no better address for exposing your premium brand than 8677 Research. Over 200,000 vehicles a day pass by the property. It provides the best visibility from both directions of the 405 of any building adjacent to the freeway. And it's afforded the most signage of any property in the Irvine Research Center, giving the occupant grand exposure and advertising capabilities valued in the high six figures annually. The Irvine Spectrum is the fulcrum of commerce in Orange County. Beginning in 1989, global firms have called the Irvine Spectrum district home. The first office properties in the district were home to firms like Western Digital, Mazda, and Toshiba. The 1995 opening of the 250,000 square foot Irvine Spectrum Center, opening as the retail and entertainment hub of Orange County, brought more firms. Broadcom, Edwards Life Sciences, Billabong, Ford, and Goldman Sachs have all been at the Spectrum since then. In 2007, the Village Apartments, with its own Starbucks, became the first of 6 apartment communities in the district. Companies attracted to the Spectrum's live-work amenities at this time included Blizzard, Massimo, Acorns, Abbott Labs, Taco Bell, and Medtronic. In 2016, 200 Spectrum Center became the tallest building in Orange County. Companies moving to the Spectrum at this time include Rivian, Silence, Arc'teryx, Sega, Vizio, WeWork, and Johnson & Johnson. In 2002, the opening of the Spectrum Terrace attracted more global brands. Amazon, Salesforce, CoStar, Coca-Cola, and Twitch. Today, the Spectrum has 1,400 employers with over 100,000 employees in 17 million square feet of commercial space. The latest companies to move in include Apple, CoreLogic, Hogue, Terran Orbital, and one of the Spectrum's original occupiers, Mazda. The property was a legacy asset for 100 years before the Spectrum, and the Irvine Spectrum district has only enhanced the quality of the area. The median household income surrounding the prestigious property is over $178,000. The current tenant, Irvine Harley-Davidson, was drawn to the area because of its rich history. Built in 1999 in the first phase of the Irvine Research Center, the property sits on 1.42 acres, resting against the southbound lanes of the 405 freeway. The 25,277 square foot building with 25 feet of clear height has 165 feet of frontage along the freeway. The building has access to 800 amps of three-phase power, 3 8x10 drive-in bays, and 83 surface parking spaces. The property is perhaps a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to acquire a building of the finest quality in one of America's most prestigious locations. Industrial, showroom, and flex space vacancy rates are the lowest in Orange County, and the rental rates attained in the Irvine Spectrum area are the highest in Orange County. Rental rates have grown in the area because of the growing presence of Fortune 500 and Fortune 1000 companies, the synergy with leading retail and lifestyle brands, and access to South Orange County's desirable demographics. With almost 20,000 residents, 100,000 jobs, the best schools, brand new housing, the 5 Points Amphitheater, 17 million annual shopping-tainment visitors to the Irvine Spectrum Center, Orange County's largest park and outdoor sports venue complex, and 200,000 cars per day passing the property, the live, work, play synergy of the Irvine Spectrum District is unrivaled and only getting better. Irvine has the fewest industrial transactions of any large city in Orange County because rarely do owners ever want to sell the best buildings in the epicenter of OC's business community. This modern, well-appointed, and exceptionally located industrial property is your chance to leave your family a legacy property they'll own for the next 100 years. There are just so many chances one gets in a lifetime to own a piece of Orange County's history, and fewer with the optimistic future as 8677 Research, Irvine, California.